Hello, and welcome back to Dan's Daily Digest. Today, we're going to be talking about the wildfires in Canada and why they are getting bigger and more dangerous. The history of wildfires is no surprise in the United States. According to the National Interagency Fire Center, as of June 13, 2023, we have lost 52,323 acres of land due to large fires, 19,693 incidents of wildfires, and 620,986 total acres have been burned just this year. If we look back, many of the records that we hold today are in the early 2000s. For example, in 2006, 96,385 wildfires occurred, and 9,873,745 acres were burned. Now, how does this relate to Canada? Given that Canada is the United States' bordering country, it also experiences wildfires just like we do. To quote the Center of Disaster Philanthropy, or CDP, the National Interagency Fire Center has sent additional resources to Canada in response to a request from the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Center in Canada to support ongoing wildfires in Alberta and British Columbia. CDP also states that the firefighters all around the world have come to assist Canada against the wildfires. Places like Australia, New Zealand, France, South Africa, and Costa Rica have joined the fight. This is the fifth time the South African firefighters have come to Canada, and each time they celebrate by dancing and singing songs for landing in Canada. There are multiple things that can cause a wildfire. Unfortunately, a big thing that causes wildfires comes from wildfires. Climate change has been an issue all around the world for many years. Fun fact, CO2, or carbon dioxide, is at its highest in 2 million years according to Earth.org. According to an article from the Wilderness Society in 2019, climate change makes fire seasons longer, increases summertime drought, and causes more thunderstrikes to occur. Mix these things with a dry forest, and wildfires will run rampant. The last piece of the fire cycle would be that wildfires produce CO2, meaning that a wildfire itself could most likely cause a bigger and hotter wildfire in due time. A data chart from the Washington Post shows that CO2 emissions in Canada have reached a record high earlier in the year in the last 2 decades. To stop wildfires in Canada, we must stop climate change, which is an issue that many scientists and politicians are still working on today. This is Dan's Daily Digest, and I hope you enjoyed my report on the Canadian wildfires.